Hey guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC very quickly. As we said previously, we're looking for a possible WXY correction. It seems like it is playing out as expected. If you take a look at it, we got a nice channel within this range, and we basically spotted this W move to the downside, and then we said this move could be the X move, and then we could be looking for a possible Y correction within this level. Okay, at least for the short term, it is playing out. We got a almost 50% pullback from this level. If you take your fib retracement, almost just about like a 50% to 0.618, most people are going to be buying within this range of just about like a 67.50 to just about like a 6.9 level. Okay, so we could get another bounce up to just about like a 7k level if the if bears look strong enough. They could be looking for more downside, at least for the short term, right? So let's take a look at it on the 3-day chart. The 3-day chart, we basically said exactly bulls needed to basically close above the 21 EMA on the 3-day chart, and at the same time, let's take a look at it. Okay, so that's a 3-day chart, right? So we said we needed to close above this area of 72.50 on the on the 3-day basis, but we could not close above the above the 72.50 level. Okay, that's a 21 EMA on the 3-day chart. So that's pretty bearish, at least for the short term. If you take a look at it on the 2-day chart, same thing. Okay, we did manage to close above the 21 EMA on the 2-day chart, but you can see we just started a new 2-day candle just about today. So this candle gonna close just about like, I think we started this one like on the 20th. So this candle, that's the second day of this candle. So that's extremely bearish in in terms of like closing below this 21 EMA. So in order to stay bullish again, you guys remember target to break to the upside going to be like a 72.85, right? As you can see on a 2-day basis, we could not close above it. So we're gonna need to close at least above just about 71.50 range. Let's say 71.30. We're gonna need to close above 71.30 on the next 2-day candle, right? At least to start like looking for some bullish uptrend. So market is basically trending to the downside, right? So what could we expect if we get a major sell-off? All right, if we get a major sell-off, as you can see, volume is decreasing still, and price is decreasing. We're going to get a very big breakout. Okay, so level to look for to the downside for the next few weeks, few days, right? So major target to the downside going to be roughly around like a 5k level. 5k, just about this area of 49.50 to a 5100 level. We could be expecting, if the sell-off is big enough, like I said, we're going to get a very big sell-off, and if this candle is going to be, of course, right, this volume going to be a selling pressure, we're most likely going to see like a price to retrace down to 0.618. okay, so 0.618 going to be very important in terms of the medium term time frame. I wouldn't expect it like within the next few days or so. If like a volume is not big enough, I would give it at least like a couple more weeks or so on, right? So make sure, do not trade based on these analysis without doing your own proper technical analysis. Just because I'm expecting BC to sell off within the next few weeks doesn't mean it can sell off. Price can sometime. All right, we got an upside target. Things can change within the next few days, and we get a close above like a 71.50, and price could go and retest like the 100 EMA, just about like a 77.50 to 79.50. But one thing we just have to keep in mind, the overall trend is still bearish. These lower targets, sometimes they're very confusing, and they very challenging. Sometimes you might be expecting BC to drop down to 0.618, then go back up to like a 77.50 or so on, but price might decide to basically pump to the upside to 77.50, 79.50 before retracing down to a 5k level. So you just have to be very cautious and not be like not try to be all greedy and expecting like a BTC to drop down to basically a 5k level. But just to recap the what we just said, we're looking for a possible WXY correction. We're looking for this possible WXY correction within this range. right? Clean three-way move pullback, a very impulse move to the upside again. We got the three-way move pullback. We got this impulse move to the, you know, to the upside. It seems like this could be another push to the upside up to like a 7K before we retrace down to this level. Excuse me. We also got another possible setup just about the let's take a look at the 12-hour. On the 12-hour, we sort of making a descending triangle. It doesn't matter, like if you're extremely bearish, you could be expecting this descending triangle to play out. And if you remember well, we got similar descending triangle on basically Ether BTC, right? So a couple weeks ago when we expected Ether to drop down from 250 all the way down to roughly low $100. So Ether did that. So we could be expecting also a possible if the WXY correction fails, right, we could be expecting this descending triangle also to play out perfectly, at least for the short term. And this descending triangle, most of the time, they basically give you a big sell-off. If you're not familiar with this descending triangle, go check our Ether BTC, and you can see like what we what I'm talking about, at least for the short term. So two things we just have to keep in mind, guys. We got a possible support within this range. If not, we got this move to the downside, and BC could be selling off all the way down to a 5K level, right? So, basically resistance going to be 7150 once again, and then price to look to the price to be looking forward to the upside going to be your 3-day 100 EMA, which is just about like a 71 78 just about 78 76, or your 2-day 100 EMA, which is just about the same thing. Okay, 78 to 79 level, right? All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching.